Oh, okay. So what were the reasons for you to drop
Poverty.
That's
so it's poverty. Like, if I don't go into the story, the summary is poverty. Ama bonds is lofering.
Askisi imoto yami lekhalayo ngizothuma umuntu
Yeah, Mama just family pressure. Now I have to like.
I'm so sorry.
There's a self-tell pressure that we're talking about. With yo,
wrapping you up, I wanna. Wait, come.
When you said wrapping me up, I was I can't be that late. You know those ladies. No.
I am sorry. I am using media terms.
Like, honestly, I understand.
Best college, global media institution, or Boston.
Where are we now?
Oh God! Let's see that. Coming to you from Global Media Institute, I'd like to welcome you to the Backyard Podcast, the only podcast that talks about student lives. And I'm your host, Buhle CVC, but I'm not alone because I always got my gang with me.
And I'm your co-host, Oanile Twala. Buhle.
Yay. So, tell us a little bit about yourself. Let our viewers know who's Wandile and who's Gogo AJ, you know. Let us know.
Okay, so I'll get to the part here, Gogo AJ. So Oanile is basically a girl who's autistic, dances, an entrepreneur, trying to start her own businesses. Because I feel like the school life is not for me, but I wouldn't mind trying it. And then the part here, Gogo AJ. So yeah, I'm a traditional healer. I'm not, and that's another life that I'm still trying to figure out, so I could gel it together with my current life. But it's.
Tell me, how is it for you? Because when I'm at high school level, ngisana ukuthi mhlawumbe siyabhala lapho ku exam ngize umunye cheer lapha yo yabo how does it feel, like did this like come at a young age or into your manje?
So I basically found out when I was in high school. I think I was doing grade 9.
Exactly my point. Like you're in high school, you're going through your books and your boyfriend
mine
crisis or
mine is not dramatic. It's not the one that just pops. Only when I'm angry to an extreme point, but it just doesn't. I can sense it when it's about to, But it was a bit difficult with school and also trying to understand and figure out, that traditional parts. I'm still learning. I'm still, growing into that whole thing. And that's another thing that people don't understand, especially people our age. They think once you start this journey, your life is over. You can't go out. You can't, when it's...
So you basically saying I can be whatever I want to be while being a traditional healer, helping people.
Also, it kind of depends as well with what you want. Because you can't do something that disrespects them. Because they tend to block out So, meaning I can't do certain funny things, I can't. I don't know how to explain it, but
so
okay.
Angeke ngibe traditional healer ngapha ngiyi-video vixen. Ngiyatweka lapha ma music video noma what.
If it's something that brings food to the table, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It depends. Okay, with mine, I'm able to go to groove. I'm like, I could live out my life. But you have to tell them where you're going. Because if you don't tell them, the car will stuck on the road.
It's like having two parents. It's like having two parents. You must tell your parents, "Pindu report and go
yeah, this is what's happening. Yeah, you know. So people think, you know, your life is now. You have to isolate yourself. You have to not really. Me, I go out. Me, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I go out, but I also know when it's time for my traditional stuff.
Did you go out this weekend?
Yeah, man, you know, but yeah, man, guys, you guys need to understand, it's not the end of the world. It's honestly not the end of the world. But when they want what they want, you just need to
listen and comply.
Just comply and do whatever they say. Because if you don't, it's very tough. So, anyways, you tell us more about yourself.
So, me, Buhle, Pagasbisi, Klasupovunga Numlomobo.
No, you're just being extra. But
I'm not being extra.
No,
how?
like
If you put
no, like you're not putas. There's a difference between Butle and putas and get. I'll see you putas.
Yeah, I'm a refu putas no shara bagazu. Can't how?
Okay.
This is my time. My time to shine my spotlight. So I'm an artist. I wouldn't say. I used to growing up. I used to say. I'm a actor and blah 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 stuff like that. But then I feel like I'm an artist because there's nothing that I hold myself to, you know. I started singing at a very young age, jumping from one choir to the next, and from there I discovered that I could draw, and then from me drawing I became a model, and yeah, me being a model, I was also the face of Pepsi for 2 years.
That's nice.
I know.
Okay,
I know.
yes.
Anyway, yeah, that's just it. And I'm also a full-on actor. It's what I'm passionate about. It's what I'm obsessed about. I mean, that there's nothing I could see myself doing.
Wait, you did say you were shooting for 2 months. How was that though? What are you shooting?
Unfortunately, I can't say what I was shooting. By podcast. But yeah, I've been shooting for 2 months. They're short films. I can't even say which production. But then, as soon as they come out, I'll let you guys know so you can watch me and critique me, because I also do kind of like that. As much as I'm very confident and I know what I do and I know my story, but as a performer, I never shy away from critiques, because at the end of the day, when I'm performing, you're the one watching as an audience, right? So what you see is different from what I think I did, you know, on performance day or on set.
Okay, now question. So when you say you've been doing this for years and stuff, how was it for you having to deal with school and also the film part and, you know, everything?
Well, lucky for me, abazali bami azange bangithathe bangifake ezikolweni izinto engazazi yabo, or they didn't force me to do something I'm not passionate about.
Okay.
So coming out of high school, I already knew I'm going to do acting. So it was kind of simpler to juggle my acting life outside school and inside school, because I could go to my lecturers and tell them.
Doesn't it feel weird when all people watching you and, you know, having to audition and stuff, and, you know?
Yay. Audition, they're not weird, nah. They're not at first, obviously you're nervous about it. I mean, uzothumela inini lapha userious, ngimele ukungena la bese ngene ukhona Ferguson, or ngizothi ngimile la bese ngene.
I'd faint.
Yeah, bese ngene yabo, one of the big stars or major stars in acting, and them going in, you already feel small. You feel like, what am I doing here if she's here? What am I doing here if he's here, you know? But it was slow at first. Be slow by qala, but then along the way I you know, isibindi ngabangena, you know,
I can't wait to see what you're actually shooting.
You will see.
I also feel like you are a different person behind the cameras and real life.
I really don't think so, eh?
Really?
Because I'm always this jolly and crazy person, and unless the character needs me to you know,
Are you even able to tone it down a bit? Because papa, fly.
Yeah, papa me.
Oh yeah, papa.
Among the
Oh yeah, speed the dog.
forget that spin.
Sorry.
Anyway, let's go into our topics for today. Well, as we were speaking about me being in school, graduating, and all of that, if I have it right, you haven't been to varsity or college yet, no?
No shit.
Is there a reason why?
There's a reason, and I feel like crying. Because you know, this ancestral world. It's very okay. Jokes aside.
Not to work with millions 18, yeah, no drama.
No, like me and the camera, we're not friends, eh? But anyways, okay, with school, trying to apply, my marks are speaking for themselves, no? But now
Are you one of those A students?
No, I'm just
No.
average.
What
But
is
I mean,
average?
like, they were speaking for themselves. But every time when I tried applying, something would just go wrong. And I just knew it's the spiritual world, you know. I have to push them and then.
Or you had to put them first before
and then,
before coming back and
it's
doing
the
your
toughest
thing.
part ever. So when it comes to that, agumnandi. But I wouldn't, you know, I'm not giving up on that dream. I know if the year comes where I get the opportunity to go to school, I am going to go to school. Or if I get to go to where I want to be, I won't say now, but I know it will end up opening up because I'm focusing on them now. I'm trying to push whatever that they need now, you know. Then all will be well. But trying to apply, sometimes the system will go.
What course were you applying for?
I was trying to apply for law.
Yeah.
And then, you know.
So this thing of yours, this ancestral calling and law, it goes hand in hand with helping people.
It does. But now, remember, I have to finish the year journey first. But also while I'm still continuing with that, and stuff, I'm like, I want to, you know. But I also realize another thing.
What about Sbong?
I mean, not really. No, you see, when it comes to me getting jobs, getting money, I'm always moneyed. I don't know how it's happening. So maybe it's a sign that I should not go to school. I must just continue with business. No.
Clearly awugezi ngesunlight njengathi abanye. Nathi sinikeze sigeze sizoba nemali esingazi ukuthi ivumbo
Come
kazi.
to my spiritual office, we will talk.
Oh.
We shall talk. Don't worry.
Wow.
Yeah. So, since you have graduated and stuff, how's life?
Yeah, life after graduation. Life after graduation is yo. Yo ziyakhala Joe, yo.
But I feel like you can't be struggling like teenagers is schooling.
No, I feel like it's the same, hey? I really feel like it's the same because you get people who went to school, who graduated, who have certificates. They're probably still sitting at home doing nothing and looking for jobs and they're not getting anything. And uthola umuntu unemetric phela or ungaqedanga isikolo and naye is going through the same thing. So sometimes I used to have this thing which like why what's the point of going to school if
There's always a question.
and then at the end of the day she's spanned up hungry.
And then I wasted so much time. I could have done this. I could have done this. I should have started this. I should have started. But now the problem with us, the youth, we think that starting a business is going for brands and going for Because if looking at youth yet, I know, see, I go my brands want to start our own brands. Want
And
to.
then as it's thinking and your patience, you feel much.
Yeah,
you start a
think it's
business
just-
now, and you wanted
think
to.
everything it's just gonna boom. It's
to-
not.
yeah.
Honestly, it doesn't. It takes time and patience, and you know.
I mean, take
lot.
it with me. I've graduated and I started going to auditions before I even graduated.
Have you thought of starting your own brand though?
My own brand. But I can't tell you. I can't.
No, I just knew.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
I have.
Youth, we think of a brand all the way. Can't we think of? I'm not discouraging anyone, you know, but I'm just saying, can't we think of something else, something different, instead of a brand?
Enlighten us. In Australia, what is something else?
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys
What's
what
the
I
pipe?
would like to
Give
do.
the pipe.
I
Axi
don't know.
Mike, let's pipe.
And I'm gonna start singing. Okay, I'm joking. I can't sing.
Yeah, you were saying.
So okay, an idea,
Mm-hmm.
a brand, no. Because everyone is going for brands. They want to print. They want to, you know. I mean, there's also different things that you could start. I mean, try.
But then
Property,
if I'm property, you need a lot of capital.
But there's a smart way of working around it. I'm not gonna give people my secret because now people are gonna, you know. But I'm just saying it's. you
Ngabona
can-
ngaba nama alarm. Boy, alarm yakho lekhala. Konpili simelo uthathe. Ngiyadla.
Whoa, what you trying to say? What are you trying to say? Yeah, you see now. Passport now,
Aman.
no, it's fine. So there's I won't say there's a lot, but if we think outside of the box, you know,
Yeah, but then
I mean, Tina, okay, Tina, gay, black people, black kids, we feel certain things are not for us. No, I'm not gonna clean and stuff, but you could actually start a business from that. Start small, start going house to house.
Uthi mina ngihambe ngiwaste imali ngihambe ngiyofunda ngiqeda ukufunda
I'm not saying-
ngizochanyela
That's not what I'm saying though. I'm saying if you want to start a business, but usufudile or whatever, and you see that where you're trying to go is not working for you, like try. Okay, here's an idea. That's why I'm saying start a cleaning company. But before you start that, you need to do it yourself.
Myself and
know
see-
how things work. Know how to, you know, go house to house. Advertise your brand. People also think about recommending you to, you know. The next thing, friends come like I told me, and then it starts growing, becomes something bigger. You end up building your own place where people meet, to get your cleaning materials and everything, and then you start something big. That's you thinking outside of the box. It's just that when you say, that's what the problem is with us. But anyways, that was an idea.
Bangani bethu niyamuzwa lo sisi athi sekuvula ama brand
I'm not saying
amaningi
yeka, but I'm
and
just
try
saying
venture
think-
into something
Yes,
else.
think outside of the box, because when are you opening a brand, you think people are just quickly gonna come like, I want your brand, I want your brand. You know, it doesn't work in just a day or 2 days. It takes time and patience. Then that's where you start finding youth giving up, like it's hopeless. You know, what am I doing? You know, all of that stuff. That's where the problem is. We quick to give up on whatever we're trying to build. But anyways,
Speaking of ama brand, it drip, CP Scorop. So they decided to change their logo. They're going into sports now, and a lot of people are complaining about their old design versus their new design.
yeah.
And I don't know, but I kind of prefer the old designs.
Really? Okay, so I saw the new designs, and
For sure you liked it.
I've no, not really. Looking at the shoes, I forgot all the names, but anyways, looking at the shoes, I feel like they only targeting males. Because of the way it looks, the way it's structured, you know. But Conales, I forgot the name. Is it Yeah, I forgot the name, but it sort of looks like the drip, but okay, like we are one what's okay, as in they were trying to also accommodate the females and everything. But looking at it now, yeah.
So you think this design is just made for males?
I feel, because looking at it, I wouldn't wear, because there's the other one that looks like a boot, and then I mean, Dumbo is just complicated. I don't like complicated things. I just like something simple, you know. It just looks funny. It looks like it's targeting, you know, males specifically, and you know.
But then, after all, they are going into sports, so.
Yeah, women also in sports. What you trying to say?
Yeah, women are in sports.
Thank you very much. Banyana won a game. So what you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
Wait, before we get to Banyana, hold your horses, girl.
No, I'm making an example.
Yeah, I get what you're trying to say, but when it comes to sneakers, I mean, look at Nike, the Air Force One. With Air Force One, it's a shoe that you could say is male designed, but then everyone can wear it.
Yeah, because it looks like a woman can fit in it, and it looks nice. Because you know, remember with girls, like,
When I look at nama local brand.
I'm not. And yeah, if you come and sit down and talk to me, actually, I could tell you, I'm supporting a lot of local brands.
Is it?
There's this guy I'm friends with. He has his brand. I'm always promoting for him. I'm always, you know, there for his events.
Do you have one of his items?
I do. I have a lot of his items. I have a hoodie. I have a shirt. I have women things. You know. Like, I'll think about it.
No drama.
No, like I'll think about it.
No drama.
You know, I'll
Unnecessary
think about
drama.
it.
Drama.
It will depend on how it looks. I can't buy something I won't wear. I only wear it once when I only come to support you. No, that doesn't make sense. I also have to feel good when I'm wearing it and I'm going to the mall and they ask you, and I ask you, oh, okay, that looks so nice. Where did you get it? I'm like, oh, okay, I know this guy.
When you're batshela, I'm not angbatsheli mina.
Why am I batshela?
Angbatsheli, you know.
That's you not supporting us.
No, but sometimes you just like kumele ube exclusive, ube nento yakho uyi-one, yabo.
But you are supporting someone's brand. You are supporting someone's brand. Do you see?
Mhlawumbe mina kumele ngikhulume nale local brand engibhizi nayo and make limited editions for myself, because you know.
Then if you make a limited, that's something. Just say, yeah, no, it's a limited edition. Then move, but also still promote the brand. Be like, okay, it's this type of a brand. It does this and then this and this. You know.
I do promote brands. I've been promoting a lot of local brands, especially in music videos.
Ango Pigisa.
Yeah, you're the one that's against a lot of.
I'm not against it. I'm just saying, guys, think outside the box, because you guys give up when things don't go your way. That's what I'm complaining about. You don't have the patience or the drive to wait for 3 years till your brand pops. You don't have that. Or to push it way now yourself. You think other people should push it for you, but when you're not pushing it, it doesn't make sense.
It doesn't work that way, no.
It doesn't work that way. So you see what I mean?
Oh, andile mpisano nabantwana bayithree. Well, I think yeah. And he's expecting another one.
Is that bad though?
Yo, please. Another one.
Like he can afford it.
Yeah, but
he can buy his kids anything they want.
And it's a man I'm
but he can afford it.
And sorry. Another thing, what do you think is he saying to other 22-year-olds out there that don't have the same chankura as him, but then...
Okay, with my perspective, I mean, looking at it, he's trying to give out integrity. If you're someone who's family orientated and everything, you need to work hard to be able to support them. I think that's the picture he's also trying to... But I mean, it's life. But it's, you know... but you don't have. It doesn't make sense. That's where the problem with you guys. The problem with you guys, you are depending on Igrant. That's why it's Gwalis. You spreading the joy. What joy are you spreading? Complain dates. What joy are you spreading?
After all, I need to know actually we're not getting jobs, we're not getting a lot of things. So
that's what I mean. Think outside the box. Use your brain. Don't be like, okay, he started a brand and he's doing good. Okay, you know what? Let me do it.
Got about 3.
Then don't have kids. Don't have kids, you're complaining. Don't have kids.
Hey, as in, it's fine. I see you again.
Thank you. Don't have kids. If you can't afford it, you value fine.
So let's go into Ibanyana. Our girls doing us proud. Our feet. Abanyana feet. I'm proud. As in that, Nami being a fucking weavy. Yeah, straight up. So what they did is very it's very great, hey? From winning the AFCON, going to the World Cup, passing the group stage, and being in the round of 16. Speaking of which, it's Women's Month. Nah? I feel like
month as well.
It's your month?
Yes, my birthday is in a couple of days. Yeah. I hope you're getting me something, because I will burn you. I will burn you.
I'm not mad with it. I'm trying to tell my invoice walane yabo. Let's just fuck my invoice walane.
Please, because I want a birthday present.
I know wonke umuntu la studio zokuthola birthday present.
Please. Everybody.
Mele bayenze plan. Wonke umuntu nje mele akutholele present.
And I'm very picky with what I like, me. I'm very picky.
Present. It's a gift. You can't be picky about that.
Yeah, don't buy me the drip shoe that looks like a boot and
for
think
local
and I'm gonna burn it while you're watching.
Anyway, these ladies have I mean they went on with being in a group stage, going to round of 16, and with their last match with their last match against Italy before round of 16, it was nerve-wracking. I mean, clearly ganja yo ngathi number 11 now Koreama's number 11 konje bani igama lakhe ngikhohle mara yo ayusha amanqaku lo ya left, right and center.
Yes.
It was nerve-wracking, but they pulled through.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't watch soccer because I don't understand it. I feel like I don't understand it. It's how does it work, man?
Yeah, see, let's leave that for another day.
It's good they won, and I'm very happy for them. They're changing,
I got you.
Women playing sports, and that's good. I'm happy for them, but I don't understand it.
Okay, so my people, we have a very special guest for you today, and before we can we get a mic for her before we bring her in? Let's get a mic for her quickly.
Is it a hurry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why you don't like your fellow woman?
You starting.
You're acting like I'm the one excited here just because it's a girl.
Yeah, because I get to Zodian.
Yeah. So with our guest arriving, we're gonna have a few nice questions for her. But though I am excited about the end, I'm just gonna tell you now. There's this punishment game that we're gonna play with 3 general questions from each of us, and then whoever loses is gonna get the ultimate punishment. This is our first punishment for our first episode. It'll grow. Our mic is ready for Bonolo. Can you please have it in?
Help with this.
Yeah. Happily.
Yeah, move it.
Can you? I'm so sorry.
Sorry for that. Hi, how are you? Good, thanks. Help with the mic on my side.
Elokishini abogogo lento bayibiza nge What? Man, it's fine. Why are you trying to make me? Ngathi ngiqaba.
Wow.
So Bonolo, welcome to the Backyard Podcast. How are you feeling today?
I am in the middle. So I'm on neutral. I'm still deciding whether I should be excited about today or I should be mad or sad about it.
Why? No, we gotta
I'm
know.
on neutral.
Why
I'm
is
going
it
through a lot
neutral?
of things gonna go on. It's midlife crisis. When you grow up and then how did I get to that point where
Okay, no, I
You
get
can
it.
vent. You can vent.
midlife crisis?
No, gogo lana.
As a woman, you wake up and then you have to decide, okay, today how do I approach my day? Do I fight?
Yeah.
Do I relax? Or do I get excited? So I haven't decided yet.
You haven't
You haven't
decided
decided.
yet.
Yeah.
But don't
I
you
can't
think
describe
it's
my
you
feeling.
by now you should have decided?
No, not even.
No, really?
Not even.
Because okay, wait. What time do you wake up at?
I don't have a time. So I am, unlike people in my space or the people I chill with, I am not subjected to the power of time or the
Okay.
limitations of time.
Okay.
I do not make sense most times. I always sound like I just took a puff
No,
here.
don't worry, I'll
Yeah.
get you.
So I'm not subjected to the limitations that time comes with. If I'm hungry, 2 a.m., I wake up,
Yeah,
I
no,
eat.
that's me. That's
So
I
that's
feel
me
you.
justifying the
I feel
fact that
you.
I wake up late.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, I wake up anytime.
Inhlanhla nje ukuthi
literally.
namhlanje sivuke early. No, I feel you. I
Yeah,
feel you.
yeah.
Okay, so tell us, Bonolo, are you a graduate?
Not even. I am not. I'm a dropout, actually. I'm a dropout. I dropped out twice.
When what course were you doing?
I did electrical engineering first. Secondly, I did business management.
Oh, okay. So what were the reasons for you to drop out?
Poverty.
That's so
It's poverty. Like, if I don't go into the story, the summary is poverty.
Do you mind going into the story?
Yeah, I want.
Okay, so I grew up in a space where my mom was the only person who was a breadwinner.
Okay.
So we always thought she was going to be alive for the longest time and she was going to be the one that provides for us for the longest time. So we all relaxed. And I was still young. So she passed away, unfortunately.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. So she passed away when I was in matric. After that, I then had to decide. As an A student, I have to mention the fact that I'm an A student. As an A student, like over 9900, those are my things. Where are my things? So I had to decide, do I go to school or do I find a job to take care of my family? So we are a family of my great-grandmother. She's still alive, fortunately. My grandmother and my little sister.
Okay.
So I had to decide, do I go to school, let someone else take care of them, which is extended family members. You give them calls, they forgot that they need to send you money for food and stuff like that.
I know.
So yes, first year just after matric, because my mom passed away, matric again. So when she passed away, we don't have money. She does not have insurances and stuff like that. You know what I did? I used to have big hair. I cut my hair off, and then I said, yeah, I don't know. I had big hair, I had the afro. If I had a picture closer, I would show you. So I had the that's what I prided myself with at school until I was the president of school with my hair, blah blah blah.
No,
so my mom passes away, and I need to think of a way to make money at home. I was like, what can I do? I keep calling my family members, they forget about me, blah blah blah. What can I do? I cut off my hair. I need to mention that because it's still the silliest idea I've ever had, but it worked. So I cut off my hair. And then I knew that everyone that saw me is going to ask me, why did you cut your hair? Bonolo, what happened? And every time I would use the line, my mom is the one that used to take care of my hair, so now she has passed away. I don't know. I don't have anyone to like take care. And then someone would be like,
I'm sorry.
No. I'm like,
So you were manipulating these people.
Yes, and at some point, life puts you in such situations. So I was like, no, so I don't even have roll on at this point. When someone wants to hug me, I'd be like, I can't even. So people used to give me money. Like my teachers used to give me money in matric. So every week I'd have a teacher giving me money for different reasons, but mainly because I cut off my hair, and it started the topic always starts there. So I'd make money there, and then after matric, I then had to decide: do I go to school? Do I keep manipulating people, or do I find a job? And then I decided to apply for VETs. Oh my goodness, why are we talking about this part? Then I decided I'm gonna go to VETs, So we are A students. VETs obviously takes Baringa, so it's UJ, and it's like VETs. We receive our acceptance letters. The school calls us. We are the top 10. We receive our certificates and our money. They used to give us money with the envelope and be like, "You're the top 10. Congratulations! Oh, Bonolo, da." So then comes Monday when my friends and I have to go to VETs and inquire and like da. In the morning when I'm supposed to wake up, I realize I can't speak English properly. I don't know how. But in my head, something tells me you can't speak English. What are you going to say? How VETs? I don't know. If my mom was here, she was going to take me there. So I've never cried for my mom's death. At that time, I had never cried. So I'd be like, my mom would be the one that's taking me there. What am I going to do? I'm not going. So I chickened out for like 2 weeks. I blocked people out and I like vanished. People called me. I received text. Bonolo, someone wants to fund you. They know your story, blah, blah, blah. But I literally chickened out. I was like, I'm going to take a gap year anyway. I hate school. I had to be defensive about whatever it is I was afraid of, but I was afraid.
It was only then for you that you could
actually think about my mom.
Think about it
and so I then
accept
decided, no, I'm going to leave, I'm going to let that bubble. And then I continued as an actress, so it's a lot of things. I was part of a drama group from grade 6. So as an actress...
Why did you mention that?
you haven't asked me who I am and where I come from and what I do. So I just jumped straight into my sad story. It's not sad though. It's actually beautiful.
The reason why I did that, right, is because I kind of heard about the background of your school situation, and I wanted to figure out how you became who you are, the Bonolo that you are today, you know?
Yeah, I understand. I also came and I never even
it's okay. It's what we do as actors. We talk too much.
So as part of that drama group, I continued with it that year. I went to festivals, I went to rehearsals, blah, blah, blah. I was happy, but I was hungry. I was hungry the whole time. So I had to find a job. I started tutoring. I started an organization. I called it Able at the time, which was Resurrectable. But when I wanted to register it, apparently there was a company called Resurrectable at that time. So I named it Able. I used to call it Able because people used to laugh at my pronunciation as so able. So I'd be like, so we still telling the story of why I dropped out, no?
Yeah.
So I then was told I'm brilliant, I need to go to school, I'm saying because it's a lot. So I went to school, I applied.
Is you going to school?
The next year. So I went to school, I registered for electrical engineering because I am smart. My mom used to say, this thing of you wanting to be a teacher is just below your caliber. You should go for being a doctor.
Something higher.
As a student, I'm 100% in 98. It's fair to be that. But I used to love being a teacher. I used to feel like I need to teach or something. There's something in me that I need to pour out. I used to have that feeling. So
Can I stop you real quickly? You said you started an organization and you
called
did that.
R-Able at that time.
RA?
R-Able. Remember, I didn't want to say
R-Able.
R-Able. So it's R
was
and
it
Able.
was you doing that? You did that for a year before going to varsity,
Yeah,
right?
before going to school. So
And-
basically,
That was your gap.
basically, yeah, it was my gap year. So I registered, got accepted, go college. College, not even varsity, didn't go to varsity. I wanted to be a big shark in a small pond. Is that what they say? Yeah, a big fish in a small pond. So I went to a college, Southwest. I went there, enrolled for electrical engineering, was an A student, was 100%. I remember those times, it was nice. Yeah, so on my, I think, third trimester, when I got my results, I remember looking at the notice board, and I had just had a conversation with my grandmother when she was asking me, "Oh, I'm Takasi, what I'll be like, I don't want to do that."
Also, she gave you that picture of you.
Not
doing the
even. No, she was not
manual
even.
work.
Yeah. So she was. I don't want to do. I don't want to fix anything. Like I don't want to. Yes, I can, but I don't want. I don't want to do that for a living, just for the sake of getting money, Bobo. And after receiving those results, I look at that. I'm like, I don't want to do this. I go to my lecturer and then I tell him, okay, I passed, nanani. After here, Konje, what happens? They tell me I need to have an internship, yes, 18 months, and then I'll be able to get that diploma. And then after that diploma, I can go to varsity, maybe study for a degree. I felt like, and at that time, I don't even have money to give to my sister. So my sister would come, my little sister would come and be like, Kopa 200, I don't have money. There's no electricity. There's this. I need to go there. I need to hustle. I was like, no, yeah. I don't advise people to do that if they're not strong or brave. But yeah, I don't. No.
But you know, it happens.
So
It happens to a lot of people. It's not a matter of also just you saying they shouldn't do that, but then.
They should.
At times,
I actually say you should only if you are strong, but I don't want you to go through all of that if you are weak and then blame it on my advice. That's why I wouldn't advise anyone to go through that. Yeah.
My point is that sometimes you do something thinking that this is okay, maybe I should do this is what I could do, this is what like you were saying, I'm an A student, let me go do electrical engineering because that's what A students
Another thing
would venture into.
You had to make your research so ngeni, not before. That's another thing people need to understand. Do your research before ungena.
Yes.
And sit down and weigh your options. Okay,
True.
am I willing for this 18 months of whatever or this 6 months? Weigh your options before jumping into something.
That's true. Also, there's a societal pressure that when an adult meets you as a young person, uthi, oh hey, when's the matric last year? So when's that? And then there's that pressure of then having to say I'm studying this and using a big name to describe whatever it is for people to deem you successful in future.
But I was now uyazilimaza because you will say that. Ibuye kushayela into ukuthi sekumele ngiyeke manje sengikhuluma bombastic words so that people portray me in a certain way. Bese uma usuyekile bayabuya futhi bazobuza how sekuhamba kanjani.
Awusayenza. That's true. That's also true. But who is in this generation who is existing in a world where I don't care what people think. Look, it's nice to say I don't care what people think, but secretly we
all seek validation.
Yes,
you battling your own demons.
Definitely, you wish if we were to sit like this and I was to say, I just spent $1 million. I bought myself a car and da. And on 1 rand, man. And at that time we are maybe up against a certain title that we should be taken for some reason, you would feel like you need to tell the world something that is good about you, even if you don't have it. So that pressure then forces you to put yourself in situations that are way above you. Fortunate are the ones are strong enough to know, but you know what? This is not going to work for me.
And I will.
Those are fortunate. Growing up, you are fortunate.
You are.
Tina, we were raised by humility, number one. Like humility, I'm not against humility, but I was raised by, my great-grandmother says with me now, Bonolo, tlohella ho mathisa tjhelete. Hobane, tjhelete e tlo senya. When I pray to God, I should say, but skantima, like I'm fair enough for today, so that I do not become too egotistic.
Okay.
But we were raised by people at that time. Being raised by them and believing that you do not see yourself in a private jet owning it or owning a mansion somewhere.
You see, when someone has to tell me that, I'll battle my demons and be like, but I don't see myself there. I see myself in a private jet. That's another mentality that we have as youth and us growing. Why umbega is me no funa umbega? Because I see myself going far.
Do you guys think that influencers also have a huge role in the youth putting pressure in themselves?
Big one.
Yes.
Big one.
Yes, they do.
Big one.
Because
like,
I mean,
even others are portraying themselves, living their life, but you don't know behind closed doors what's going on.
I
don't know.
It's also
very rough.
So I had someone I had someone they're being paid to live, like to be alive and take content their life and because now we have to work not even twice as hard but maybe 10 times as hard to get to where certain people are. You start entertaining the thought of being socially fit to entertain people so that also gain more likes on TikTok or Instagram, so that you also can be paid to live your life. That's where then the pressure my influencer comes, because you have to look at influencers and see, okay, this is how they're living their lives. I want to join this. I'm gonna do this, and then you find yourself like following that, because also la usuka khona is the determiner of the decisions that you take ganingi.
Yeah, true that.
So fortunate are the ones about stronger, or those who were not subjected to like poverty or lack of exposure, or because also wanting to own a private jet, you have to know what a private jet is. I didn't even know that a mansion existed until I got a job at Fabian. When my friend gets me the job, yes, Fabian, she comes and tells me, no, it's one la payana was taller like 1,000 rand. So imagine. So I come from Lufereng. I don't know anything.
Where's
about
that from?
It's Soweto. It's Soweto. People keep asking where Lufereng is, and it's been 15 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
So there's Protea Glen, and there was that open space just before Figeli Ratong. That open space, nama RDP ranch. Those RDPs and like, maybe lows are having a taxi, you see the pressure that we are under. And then man just you see also, I need to jump in, you see also how apologetic we are to shine. You have a car, but you just said you have a car. And because now, you kind of feel the need to now apologize for shining and saying I have a car. So that I know it's not that deep, but I'm just saying that's how life is, where the majority rules. So if a lot of ladies will apply makeup and put on their nails and dress up like this and like reveal their boobs and stuff like that, if I come as a from Juju Bonolo I always feel like they're doing it.
Because I feel like you need them.
Yeah,
I got my man boobs, don't worry. I got my
I
man
kind of feel
boobs.
like as a Bonolo, if I'm Juju and I get to certain places, I'm like, I don't think I belong here. I shouldn't be here.
Because of how
and then
people
my
are
brilliance is then deemed because I've then decided to
shy away from
Yes.
because of what you see.
Yes, and unfortunately, that's what happens. In as much as singers, you know, but you shouldn't do it. The truth is, when you are alone, you do it.
I just see it as being humble.
Why are you taking out the secrets now? Don't be doing it when you're alone. Don't take out the secrets.
No. When I'm alone, so okay, I don't do it when I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
Why? It like I've never been in this state in life where I'm this happy and I'm this comfortable, and not that I'm moneyed, but there was a point in my life when I would be in that situation where I was second guessing myself. But then I realized there can only be one Bonolo, and they can after this experiencing of being a Bonolo, I'm gonna have another experience because I believe that I'm a divine being and I'm having a human experience.
You go, girl.
And this experience that I'm having currently, the suit I'm wearing is Bonolo. And it was seen fit by God or the universe or whatever it is that you think gives us life. It was seen fit by God to give me this suit and do the best I can ever do with this suit. If I'm able to clean toilets with it, it means I'm here to serve a certain purpose. So Liam Klaben, it's like, with how I think of it, Liam Klaben is like we're here as invited guests or invited employees rather to serve a certain purpose, finish it, and so think about it like this: since a party, and this person will send an invitation to this powerful man and says, you know what, ngifuna chef, ngifuna cleaner, ngifuna umuntu ozenza so, ngifuna umuntu ozenza so, umuntu ozenza so, knows so. And then this person thinks, okay, no one is here. I'm the only one that can do that. What can I do? I'm powerful enough. I'm going to chop myself in pieces. I'm just making an example. I'm going to chop myself in pieces and dress those pieces or allocate those pieces of me to those different tasks that I have been allocated to. So the allocation, yes, a toilet, it's the divine being, which is God, that has given an extension of himself to go out clean the toilet as perfect as it can be. You understand? If you are to sit there's a certain purpose that you are serving. Maybe someone needs to know the importance of kindness through you, or probably there's a certain destination that you need to get to that can only get you there if it has been really somewhere. So whatever it is that we do at a certain time, this moment here, we were created for that. It was predestined before we got to this point. So the reason I don't sit anymore and look at myself and be like, why do I not look like this? It's because at this point I'm not supposed to be looking like that. If I was supposed to be looking like that, I'd be looking like that.
And I also
get
feel
what I'm
that you
trying
should
to
not
say.
give yourself the pressure of trying to change yourself for the society. If that's you, that's you. Don't change yourself for anybody.
True.
Y'all could have this conversation the whole day. I see you
true.
that you're a true believer.
But and here's a note though. The changing of yourself depends on the space that you are at. I can't come in. So when I get to Soweto, I sit like this and be like, no, I can't then say as a Sowetan and as a person that speaks like this, I'm going to get to the boardroom and be like, yo, CEO. With the space that you are at, you need to be, so with 48 laws of power, the author says, you need to be formless. If I'm to summarize it, you need to put yourself in a position where you could be formless so that you are not limited or subjected to just one title that then says, this is who I am, because tomorrow circumstances may change and expect you to juggle. someone said, if you decide you're not going to put on makeup, what are you going to do when you get the big role in a Netflix movie where they say, put on makeup? I was like, actually, I shouldn't define myself. Because I'm definitely going to do it. What does that deem me? A hypocrite. So if you are formless, if you are in a position where you're saying, I am having this experience, like I'm having this human experience and I'm going to accept whatever it is that I needed to do at a certain point, not forgetting your core. So I agree with you. However, I needed to point that out. At some point, you have to change. Like literally, have to change if you need to get things done. Yeah, definitely.
No, I get it.
So,
that was good advice.
B, a little birdie told me that you went on a tour. You mind telling us a little bit about the tour?
That I went on a tour. Mm-hmm. Well, the little birdie, flyer guy. So I go to tours for a living.
Oh.
I did go on a tour. The little birdie saw me on a tour, just one tour.
One tour. But so yes, it's Guningi.
Guningi. I'm an experienced curator.
Okay.
Do you mind explaining what a curator is?
So an experienced curator, when I want to take my family on a vacation, but I don't know
where to go,
how to do it. And then Bonolo Mabasa then says, okay, I have an idea. You and your family can go on a boat cruise in the morning, and then you can eat, and then you can do that, and then beyond that, I organize it. Beyond that, I then take you on that vacation if you have enough budget though. Okay. So beyond that, I take you to that trip. Beyond that, I take pictures of you. So it's an experience that you want to have that I curate, but also go to extent of manifesting it, or rather implementation.
That's nice.
Yeah. So the company's name is Detour Experience.
Okay. That's nice.
And yeah, your recent one, where you go?
So the one that we went to, or the one that we're going to?
Both.
The one that the last one was last month. We went to Sibikwa. Sibikwa is an art center in Benoni. Mm-hmm. So what had happened was, so the reason why I was talking about formlessness is when it was envisioned, it was just a travel and tour company. But then we take people to these spaces. When we get to those spaces with these people, these spaces see us and they're like, oh my goodness, how did you manage to get this number of people to this space? Mm-hmm. You know how we never have like audiences for our shows, And then we were like, hey.
So now you started.
We could and then we then ventured into audience development. Okay. So audience development is basically, say for this, you needed 40 people to come watch, but you called your friends and they were like, I'm not there, I'm not gonna come. Or I have a funeral gupi, and then you call someone, then they're not coming. Tina, as audience developers, we are phoning out Utigiti. I have an event on this day. I need 40 people. I don't care what you do. I don't care where you go. I'm gonna give you this budget. I need these people. I need you to make sure that I get my tickets, like my ticket sales, a full house. I need those 40 people on those seats. I don't know what you need to do. So now as audience development, we then stress about audience developers. We stress about getting those people and bringing them to your spaces. Mm-hmm. So with Sibikwa, we were doing audience development. When they call us and say, we need you to bring 180 people to our space. We need to bring 180 people to our space in 2 days. So day one, day two, no, 160, I'm lying. What's 80, yeah, 160. So 80 on Saturday, 80 on Sunday. So the last tour that I was at, I was taking 80 people to Sibikwa on Saturday, and I was taking 80 people to Sibikwa on Sunday. Then the experience curation comes in when people say, so you're taking me to Sibikwa to do what? To just watch those people act? I mean, I'm not into acting. I'd rather go to the movies or watch Netflix. Then Tina, as the experience curation side says, no, okay, fine. I'm gonna get Phil's clots to teach you more about the French Revolution. because we took vet students and VUT and TUT, so we needed like a lecture at that time. So we'll even bring you good food. So we go to another space also that we take people to for a food experience. That then calls us and say, you know what, I need you to like put my business out there, and then we come and say, you know what, we need 160 plates. We are here now. Cook, you know?
Make a plan.
Yes. So they bring the food, we give those people food, and with enough budget, prior to that, we take you on a boat cruise. Prior to that, we take you to an aquarium. It really depends on your budget, your time, and where we're actually going.
That's really
I'll be.
That's really good.
Before you leave, I need to get your numbers and
You definitely do. Anyone that does not have my number. So my business partners always post on their statuses and be like, anyone who does not have my number by now is so 2010. So they make having their numbers a thing. Yeah.
No, we'll get your numbers, don't worry.
You definitely
you
should. You should. We are actually going to Joburg Theatre on the 26th. We are going to Joburg Theatre. We will be having a production. It's a production. Yeah, Lucky Dance Theatre. They're with Fishers of Men by a controller. I've only seen videos of those people, but if you're an artist, if in you there's that human that gets goosebumps, Maubona, something like powerful and artistic and stuff, you would understand why we want to go to that.
I'm coming. You said on the 26th of this month.
Definitely should come with enough.
Are you?
No, but then.
Yeah, no, but the ticket is the ticket is 100 rand. So when I say enough, it's only.
No, I think we can afford. It's 200.
It's 200 rand. So it's different. So here's how it's going to work. Leah Joburg Theatre. The 1 year 100 rand allows you to go and learn about theatre elements, and then after that you watch, and then after watching you probably have questions and answers for whoever who was involved, just in case you were interested in anything, like in terms of production of the whole thing. Then they will answer your questions. After that you go home. That's what 100 rand affords you. 200 affords you lunch
as well. Okay.
350 affords you to take a tour to a bowling tournament that we're going to have afterwards. So we have bowling. Not at Joburg Theatre. It's a tour now. Like you were only there for the theatre show, and then we move transport. We go there
to a different location.
When the tournament of bowling, we see who is the champion. It's gonna be nice.
That's really nice.
It's actually really nice.
Yeah, present. Yeah.
On Sunday.
Women's Month, the women.
Yes.
Yeah, kuningi nje ngalo muntu lo engihleli naye la.
For my birthday present.
You need to get a free tour. We have a hike this Saturday.
Saturday I'm busy with spiritual stuff.
Okay, go be spiritual. Spiritual stuff how?
You know, yeah, so there will be that.
Good.
Okay.
So let's play a game, Campus Challenge. It's just it's basically based about your opinions. Who do you think produces the best actors, Wits or after?
Wits. Is Tusum Bedu not from Wits? She is, ne? Wits. I like her so much. I borrowed her my life. She never brought it back. Like I was like, you want my life? Are you gonna bring it at next week? Then
Never came back. Sorry. Sorry.
So say you're gonna go with Wits.
Wits, definitely.
And you?
Play together.
We're definitely playing with you. What do you mean? Why are you excluding yourself?
Because I know when I lose, I'm gonna have an allergic reaction.
Why?
You see. But anyways, continue.
Anyway, most beautiful campus, UCT or UJ?
Okay.
I've never been to UCT, so
I wanted to say that with the amount of money that they're charging us, isn't it that UCT is? But I've never seen it, so I can't.
No, It's UCT.
Let's go local.
It has to be like
UJ.
UCT.
We're sticking to
Why
UJ.
are you going local?
Nah, we're sticking to
For the
local.
sake of supporting, ne?
Yeah, for the sake of
No,
supporting.
UCT, like,
Thank you.
I think it's UCT. If we are answering the
Stay
questions,
there,
like,
stay there, don't change your answer. Stay
honestly, so. But I've never seen it, so I'm being
Le
ridiculous
women
also.
empowerment niyenza lana manje.
Yeah.
But it's Women's Day, ne?
Yeah.
And it's a holiday, ne?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Best college, Global Media Institution, or Boston.
Where are we now?
Oh
yeah.
Let's see that.
Why do you want us to like?
We got the most answers. Now ask him questions.
No.
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 Don't say
Listen.
no.
Listen.
No.
I was just answering for for the sake of us knowing which institutions our fellow viewers should go to, and stuff
You
like that.
definitely have to come to GMI. Definitely
GMI is the go-to place, no?
I mean, look at us. Look at us. This humbly, like, you need to like tell them there's humbly involved there. They will definitely come. Yeah.
I don't think there's any other institution that allow this.
No, there's
There are institutions that allow that, but yeah.
We're just cooler. It's fine. We're just cooler.
Yeah,
Let's
look
keep
at
it to
us.
that.
Look.
Yeah, we just way
Look at
cooler.
this.
Stingy with one thing, I'm so confused.
No one can ever tell what this is. Only GMI can tell.
Ask them, they will answer.
They'll definitely answer. It's theirs.
Ask no, this year.
No, it's theirs. Let them.
These are concussions.
Okay.
Definitely. So, also, there's another law of saying too much and not being interesting anymore. So if they was to tell us, Uguti, it's tea bags in here, there's water and tea bags, then this is not interesting
it is water
anymore.
and tea bags.
But if ever, like, we keep it like that and we look at how beautiful it is.
Get concussion.
No, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
secret, it's tea bags.
It looks
Ah,
beautiful.
no, who fucking let them tea bag? Tea bag.
Is it tea bags?
But I've
Then?
been sitting. No,
You see now?
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Just jokes. What else?
So wrapping you up, I wanna
Oh.
wait. Come.
When you said wrapping me up, I was I can't be that late. You know those ladies. No.
I am sorry. I am using
No, I understand.
media
I
terms.
understand. Like, honestly, I understand. Yeah.
Mara, you'd make a perfect gift for a nice hunk, hunk who's like the producer of this whole thing in my body.
What do you mean? Like I'd make a good gift or a nice gift?
A gift
Like
for a
to
hunk.
gift it to it's the
Yeah, man.
a hunky man.
He's a hunk. He's moneyed. Yeah, he's moneyed. He's
No, it's not even about money. If he's moneyed, he has
No,
like.
no.
Does he want to be described as moneyed?
No.
Is he smart?
Okay.
Definitely, because I'm
hate
like
it, though.
already you mentioned something. I'm like, yo.
You expecting that type of
yo.
Ndonga?
He's like, not even. It's no. It's not even about. Okay, so the reason why I was excited about me being someone else's and turning, I would use that like, being someone else's gift on Women's Day.
But remember, Harry Hank. My expectations.
No, it's fine.
are
At
really-
least there's the.
Ay.
So we're looking at is the brain.
hey. Lelanda, as I was saying, wrapping up, you said there's you've been doing drama, and you went to did you go to two different institutions for the two different yeah. With that being said and everything, what could you tell our fellow students that are watching us that your through your lifespan and what you went through, what can you say to them about school?
I'm not the right person to ask because I was actually talking to someone yesterday, but everyone is against all of that. I have a project. It's my first child. So our Able changed from our Able and got rebranded to Gempel Tribe.
Gempel.
So it became Gempel
Jump
Tribe because I was teaching geometry, economics, mathematics, physical sciences, accounting, and life sciences. And I used to do it alone. I was like, okay, sharp. I'm looking for that name that would use the first letters of these, and I would then find pillars because I'm a deep person, and then I would find pillars that start with the same sentence, maybe generosity, eagerness, motivation, blah blah blah. Yeah. So when I was trying to get the name right, and then came to Gempel Tribe, which then says Gem, treasured, then Pel is friend, so your treasured friend.
Okay.
So that project is fighting our educational system. But who am I at this point to fight with people who've established a system that has existed before I was even born? So the project itself is saying we are going to create a platform for students that are not academically inclined or accepted as smart.
Shine girl.
I'm a fan now, I'm a student. No, but no,
Excuse me.
Thing is,
As
even
we
if
met passing amadice, ngidlala amadice esikoleni. Ngabheka ngiphuma nge-distinction bangicela.
So me academically, if you were to give me a choreography, number steps, I wouldn't be able to dance. If you were to let us play memory game, manje, I'd fail this madly. I have a little sister that succeed in all of that with the work. She's brilliant with her memory. She's brilliant.
I might put it somewhere.
Definitely, if ever if there's anything that has to be done that is off book, she would excel. But now our educational system says you need to go to school, sit in class, be given a book and a textbook, and know how to read that and comprehend that, and be tested and examined.
Which is not always the
in
case.
public schools, in as much as people are aware and are trying to bring a change, but in public schools, that's what's happening. And that is done because average when they're calculating, understand that way. So we can't fault them yet. But when they're calculating, we average. But maybe 70% understand that. So, but the 30% that is dyslexic, that is slow, is not considered. Lapho khona ke kusho ukuthi badom they're not going to succeed in life, but they're actually brilliant. So the Gempel Tribe, in its highest point, is going to have a school that accommodates and accepts those people. And it's going to... So the main reason why we are going to do that is to inflict a mindset of not being an advocate of your limitations. Because that's the problem that we have. When you don't think you belong somewhere, when you don't think you look a certain way, if you don't think you sound a certain way, then you prevent yourself from going to certain spaces simply because when you have these limitations that you have spoken so highly on behalf of. So I wouldn't go to I wouldn't come to this podcast because my English is not yet there.
Yeah, but
I should at least fix my hair and
look pretty and everything.
Yes, but because of that limitation, I didn't find myself in a position where I'm unable to do certain things because I limit myself. So instead of having my booktube channel, which I've been dreaming about for like 4 years, I keep thinking of my background and I'm like, I need books. You are fast.
I just wanted to know.
I need to get like a background, I need to get sound, but people are doing it without having to limit themselves with what they have and what they don't have. And someone that actually taught me this, I will forever be grateful to that person. I was supposed to go to PE. My friend stays in PE, so for the first time in my life I was supposed to be in a flight, but I lost money. And like I was sad and was like, no, I'm not gonna go to PE because I don't have money. And the person was like, so you are advocating for what you don't have, for something that could happen. Why are you not asking someone to give you the money? Why are you not like doing
finding
something
ways to get that
the
money, you know?
No, but where? How? Me, Bonolo, what am I gonna say? People are gonna laugh at me. And like literally I was given 10,000. I was like, take, stop being the limitation of your
Yo.
Hey, we went to PE. We went to PE, flight, came back, but that person changed my life, because ever since I realized all of that, ever since not being the advocate of my limitation became my tagline, I've been in spaces that I myself have to get a moment alone and pinch myself and be like, are you really there? Are you? So I literally, if there was parliament here, I'd dress up and go to parliament. If I wanted something, go parliament. I can't even say parliament here because I'm already limiting myself. So wherever parliament is, if I need something, Elinka Muharra parliament, I'm definitely gonna go get it. Because at the end of the day, I have nothing to lose. So I literally have nothing. I need to go to the gate, if there's a gate, and say, I need to get inside. Who are you looking for? I'm looking for this specific person. I want this. They'll be like, no, the person is unavailable. When is that person going to be available? No, But with enough perseverance and enough like self-belief, and me not being the limitation of the advocate of my limitations, I definitely will get there. Because they'll be like, no, in order to see this person, you need to be dressed in black. I'm gonna go get black things and come back. So don't be the advocate of your limitations is in the nutshell what I would tell them.
Okay. So thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing your knowledge and your journey. I'm sure you've inspired a lot of people, and your story.
Did I? Yeah. I feel like I haven't even said anything about my life. If I were to tell you all the inspirational things I have,
No, we'll have a talk. Don't worry, we'll have a talk.
Yeah,
man.
Thank you so much for having me too. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. This would have been possible without you. And with that being said, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and this is not it for us. You'll see us next time on the Backyard Podcast, and we'll be seeing you guys soon. And we out.
Oh my
God, I don't know why I keep saying background. I have background in touch. Yeah, I'm for yes. Oh, yeah, it's